Man, I tell you, there's one hunter in 10,000 acres. I walk right to him every time. Seems like every time there'd be like one hunter in the whole area. As soon as I walk in the woods and set my pack down to get situated, I hear I looked over and I could not believe it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I walked right to you. I just shake my hand, get out of the area and give it to him. I have a knack for that, I guess. First spot I went to, I pulled up on a fire trail and there wasn't any cars around, no trucks. And as I was getting ready to go down the fire trail, I could see something looked like a blue tarp. And then I could see what looked like a rear view mirror. So someone had done pulled their truck down in there and sleeping down in there. I tell you, the homeless epidemic's crazy. Just trying to go out to the woods and go hunting. You gotta dodge the homeless people, man. It's a shame. Then I went on down a little farther to another spot, and as I was coming up on it, there was a truck on the side of the road, but my spot was down about another quarter mile. I went on down, went into the woods a couple hundred yards, veered off the path into the woods to my spot. As soon as I get ready to lay my pack down, I hear a little whistle. I look over, and it's a hunter sitting there with his gun. I just shook my head. I'm like, I cannot believe. I mean, his truck's a quarter mile down the road and all this woods, and I went right to where he was. That happened to me last year too, sorta. Last year on the way back, I sit down to take a water break, and I look up, and there's a hunter right there in the tree stand right by me. I'm like, it must be a sixth sense. I tell you what. And so we just got back in the car and backtracked about another half a mile down the road, and shit, there wasn't any trucks around. There's just no need to be on top of each other with all this acreage. I mean, I just had the dumb luck of stumbling right on top of them, but it's like being in an area where there ain't nobody. Ain't no need to crowding in and getting yourself shot up. And then as soon as I get out of there and come down there, I hear a couple shots. Like, yeah, that was a good spot. I know where I was headed. But this area ain't too far at all. Just a couple ridges over, it should be just as good. They came through here. It's like every year they come through and bulldoze the area and log it, and it just changes the trails. The fire trails that used to be are no longer. It's just a bulldozed path. So you kind of have to learn it all over again. It makes for quiet walking though. And we tend to do our best walking. But I just wanted to get in here, get hunkered down, get something to drink, get it situated here, and then we'll let the woods calm down, and then we'll pack up and probably do a little bit of walking. I got a new squirrel call to replace the Quaker Boy. The Quaker Boy's alright, man. It's one of the originals, but technology's come so far lately. And I'll bust it out here in a little bit, especially if I can hear one barking. I'll get out and bark with him. I don't want to get it out too soon. Oh, and by the way, I know what this glare is now. I don't have any screen protector on it at all, but here's the story. My tumble. First day I got the phone, it was such a new phone that they didn't have a screen protector, or they didn't have, I'm sorry, a case protector, to protect the whole phone at the shop, at the phone shop. So I went to another phone shop. Same thing. They said it's too new, we don't have it yet. Went to the kiosk, like in the mall, two, three, four of them, half a dozen. Went to all of them. They're like, no, we don't have one for that phone yet. I ordered one on Amazon. They had one. And, it'd be in the next day. I'm like, I need to just keep it in the drawer until tomorrow when I get that case. But I brought it with me just that night to a town festival. Me and beautiful wife and Luke went to. I'd be damned, that thing slipped out of my hand and hit the ground and hit on the corner and cracked the phone the first day. And I have a crack that runs, you can see it right there. And it's catching the glare off of that crack. So I'm just stuck with it, or see if a repair shop will replace the whole screen. I don't know. I kind of got to call and get an estimate on that and see if I'm going to deal with it or have it done. So, problem solved. My dumb luck. Every time I hear a gunshot in the distance, I think that's one that got away. We got our old budget friendly Charles Daly today. Just a budget 12 gauge semi auto from Roll King. It's like $200 gun, maybe a little bit less. But it's never failed me. Never failed to go off or load or anything. So, and that's a gun I don't care about throwing around and getting rusty or whatever, even though it hasn't. And for our self protection, we got our old trusty Glock 19X. So that's our firearms rundown for today. All right, I think we're gonna throw our pack on and head up the trail for a little bit. I think we let these woods calm down enough to where we can sneak up on something, and we done talk this area up a little bit here, doing some blogging. Let's get packed up and we'll get doing a little stalking. All right, let's move on. There's some there's some nice walking here. So it's the third week of August, and squirrel season. I don't know why the screen turns blue like that. And my whole phone seems like it does better than this phone. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, still really early in the year. Like we see the acorns are still green. I'm curious to see what they're doing. I usually don't get out quite this early. So if they're not cutting nuts, I'm interested to see what they are doing. All right, here's the old Quaker Boy that we've been using. It's a 3-bellow, kind of small. Got a higher pitch sound compared to some of the others. Now check this. Check this boy out. This is the more modern style. Much thicker, has 4 bellows. You could actually have 5 of these style bellows. Anyway, it also has supposed to be like a baby squirrel in distress. I don't know. But much deeper, much raspier. This sounds really good. I don't think I'll be using this one anymore. Thank you, Quaker Boy, but do this one. Stop it. It's so fun. Man, every time I hear someone blast off around, I'm like, man, I can't wait for it to be my turn, man. I want to feel some recoil. You know what I'm talking about, guys? I keep hearing something over here. Just right here, feel that pound in your shoulder, right? Recoil time. If you remember on our last video, we that squirrel we only got one pellet on it, and it happened to be right through the heart, so we got him. But it was close range, and I thought that was kind of odd that we didn't hit him harder. When I got home, I went to change out my choke this morning and found out that I had an improved cylinder in there with 5-shot. So man, yeah, I can see exactly why. I missed one last year, and that one I got at the end of the year, I just barely hit him. I had the wrong choke in there. I must have done a function test before I went out hunting. Used some buckshot, I think I put it in. I don't know what I done, but we got a full choke in there now with 7.5 shot. So if one crosses our path, we ought to have our tool sharpened. Man, gunfire in the woods makes me so impatient. Oh, come on, where is it my turn? I just want to get up and move. We're in a good spot. The gunshots are all around us. So we got to be in a good spot, right? I mean, they're shooting on all sides of us. And I'm trying to keep it quiet. Got my microphone. I hope y'all can hear me. All right, we're about to pick up and start walking. Even though this is a nice spot, you know, we always seem to do better when we're walking. So we'll pull that wild card, like I like to say every year. One pair of good news is, you know, we got our new microphones last week, and the company contacted me and asked me to do a review on them, a video review, and email it to them, and give them the rights to use it or not. And I did an honest review on it. You know, 2 or 3 good points and one not so good point. And they sent me back and the money and paid for them, so they were free. So I didn't think they would, because I was like, well, I will, but just, you know, everything was cool about it, but the battery life was so short. So, but I bid it honestly, and man, they were cool with me. Cut me a check right off the bat, put it in whatever account I wanted, and pay for my microphone. So I guess you could say that was our first sponsorship. These are lavalier microphones. So yeah, we had our first piece of equipment paid for, so we're moving on up. It's just fun. Whatever. We're gonna get up and start moving. Get you back as soon as I get up off my behind. All right, I'm trying to learn how to hold this long tool here and hold this selfie stick at the same time, and watching them critters. We're gonna do the best we can. If I gotta drop you, I gotta drop you. But anyway, we're gonna talk quietly. The wind's blowing right now, so we should be okay. Interesting story. You know, like, you know, a month ago, when everything hit the dust in the creek, and the tripod hit the creek and ruined my phone, my microphones, everything. I had to start over. One of our subscribers sent me actually the money to help replace some of that. And actually, I used that money to buy them microphones. And then when the company reached out to me too, they said, man, if you'll tell us how you liked them, we'll pay you for them. So I'm like, and I did. So they were already paid for by our legend of a subscriber. And so I used that money to get the new tripod that we got coming. So, a couple blessings from God. Got us back up on our feet quicker than we expected. So, all the praise to Him and our great people that helped us out. If you notice, we're on top of a ridge. That's where you want to be, especially early in the morning. If you notice down there, it's dark. Same way down there it's dark, but we're right on top of the ridge. We're getting all that sunlight up here. See it? Them squirrels ought to be right here in our path. The little varmints, they just love going up, 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 up. Especially in the morning. The sunlight hits the top of them ridges. Seem to be where they are. Hey, gunshot. It's my turn. See, I need to mount the selfie stick right on this long tool. Like that, right? So maybe I can hold it somehow, like that. Maybe I could pull something like that off. Man, wouldn't that be cool if I could pull that trick off? The recoil probably snapped the selfie stick in half. I have no idea why these gnats are so bad. I've never had a problem with gnats before unless I was in a swamp. Crazy. I can't even hear the damn squirrels because of buzzing in my ears. I know. I heard 22 popping off a ways off. But then I heard that wing, that sound when it goes by your ear or close to you in your direction. It definitely came in my direction. I could hear that. Pew! So I got on this side of the tree. I got my orange on. Man. Do I think he was shooting at me? No, absolutely not. Is it cause to freak out? Absolutely not. It's just an errant shot. It definitely happens when you got hunters on different elevations. And the odds of a round actually striking me is very, very like winning the lottery. And even if it did, for it to be a serious injury, the odds would have to be even higher. So I just don't worry about it, Getting behind a tree is, just get behind a tree and after whatever they're shooting at goes away, it's done. It's done deal. It happens. And there's a difference between people shooting at you and errant shots coming your way. And there's videos on that. Who's that? Has a really good video on that. If I think of it, I'll let you know. Or I'll post it up on the screen. Matter of fact, I will. I'll post it up. Errant. I almost got the name on the tip of my tongue. I will post it on the screen here.
'Cause son, your work on earth is done. Go to